Hey crew, Mark Hadmaker here. This is actually a response to a question I've had from a few people. So this is about the unleaded conditioning thing. What's the deal with all the numbers? So if you're one of the ones asking the questions, hang around. If you're not, skip it, move on, click on, look, TikTok, kitty cats, and all that noise. Today's training time for the day 3, which is the unleaded conditioning, a shoulder battery, and armed and dangerous program, clocked in at 21 minutes and 52 seconds. The prior, I'm sorry, 21:52 was the last time it was last week. Today's time was 22:21. Now that is a difference in 29 seconds. That's a 29-second time increase for me today. That's a wee bit slower, right? 29 seconds slower as a matter of fact. So one exercise had gone up in weight, which likely created the net drag and the whole synergistic torch aspect of it. But what does all this have to do? Why do I need to know these numbers? Are we trying to always crush times like you're doing a CrossFit time and trying to get faster and faster? All contraire, no, 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 no. There's a plus or minus 30-second rule with unleaded conditioning, meaning we're wanting to keep everything in this ballpark area of the 21 and 22. If the plus or minus 30-second rule says if I am 31 seconds faster than my last session, I either cheated with less than strict form, I got my cadence wrong, protocol and such, or it's time to bump up a weight in the synergistic cog to reset the system there. If I am 31 seconds or greater slower, I have feedback that I either sandbagged it, I need to step it up, or I bet too high on a weight, and that's detrimental to tendon and ligament tensile strength, which is a failure, what can contribute to the failure through much of our muscular development. Anyway, or it could also be a signal that my body is responding to CNS fatigue, central nervous system fatigue, where there might be an incipient virus in me, getting ready to run its course. My body has allocated other resources to get in front of that, and it wants to conserve energy for repair. Then I would use that feedback for the next 24 hours to adjust and assess and not contradict the internal processing. So what does all this mean? Your question might be, okay, old man, that's enough of that. Is really this old school physique culturist stuff these guys were doing in the old days? Really, is it that detailed so that you can dial in on the development and the internal health process and overall wonderfulness? And the answer is yes. Most of the understanding we seem to have from these early guys is a bit more surface. We're going to go, oh, this looks like this exercise, we go on. When the idea behind it, the concept, not just the tactics of it, the strategy of it is far more devilish in the details and the minutiae there. Again, if you want more text version on this, I'd direct you to go to the website and then pull up the blog stuff there. Take a look at the article called Armed and Dangerous, Old School Biceps and Tricep Training for Combination Fighters, or also take the Old Man and Thoreau offer conditioning advice. Yes, that Henry David Thoreau there. Or you can just keep doing what you're doing, which is fine. We're all supposed to be having fun and all this. You can work harder, longer, and have less rewards, perhaps, and unwittingly program injuries into your system. Am I being sarcastic? Maybe. It depends on what you're doing. And I wager you, if you watch this long, are in this game for the long haul. And the smart money is on the old school way in combat conditioning, rough and tumble fighting, grit, well, most things. As the cognitive scientists would call it, it's called the Lindy Rule. It's not survivorship bias. It's deep inside. If you're already into cognitive science, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you want to step aboard the historically accurate, scientifically tested, and viciously verified old school bandwagon, please go over there and take a look at our website, extremeselfprotection.com. Take a look at our blog, listen to our podcast, Mark Hadmaker, The Rough and Tumble Raconteur, or not. Just, there's many flavors of Baskin Robbins out there. People, please suit yourselves. Here comes my thumb.